When it came to the Makkah, the plague of Choshech, of darkness, that we read about in Parshas Bo, which Hashem miraculously brought up on the Egyptian people, on the Mitzrim, the Pasuk tells us that Lo Ra'u Ish Es Achiv. A person could not see Achiv. Achiv means one's brother. And the Torah's meaning here, not only a brother, but another person. One couldn't see another person. V'lo kamo ish mitachtov. And a person could not get up from their bed for 3 days, for Shloshes Yamim, and for the Bnei Yisrael and for the Jewish people, Haya Or B'Moshvosam, there was light for the Jewish people. As if to say that the Mitzrim were the ones who suffered terribly, the Egyptians were the ones who suffered terribly during this period of time, which we see was very debilitating for them, so much so that they couldn't even see each other. But why is it that the Pasuk uses the word Achiv, a brother, as opposed to Re'ehu, couldn't see another person? So the Rashi explains that for 3 days, as the Pasuk says, for 3 days, a person couldn't see another individual. And Rashi uses the word Re'ehu, as opposed to Achiv written in the Pasuk. And then Rashi says there was another 3 days where the darkness was so thick, was so heavy, that a person couldn't even get out of bed. So the Chidushei Harim Zatzal explains as follows. He says, HaChoshech HaGadol Biyoter. The greatest, the most difficult darkness is when a person who kasher ein ish margish, when a person can't feel as sa'aro shel re'ehu, when a person can't feel the pain of their neighbor. And perhaps this is why I'd like to suggest, perhaps this is why the Pasuk uses the term Achiv, his brother, because a person has a connection, a person has a feeling that if they have a re'ehu, if they have someone, if they care about someone, then it's as if that person is a family member. It's as if they are someone who they are connected with. It bonds us, it makes us brothers if we care about an individual. So the Chidushei Harim says that great darkness is when a person loses the ability to empathize with someone else. And as a result, if Ruvain can't empathize with Shimon's pain, not only does Shimon suffer because he feels that no one cares about him, and he doesn't want to rise and come out of bed, but Ruvain suffers as well, because Ruvain himself, if he can't give, if he can't empathize with someone else, he loses a bit of himself. He loses his ability, the neshama that Hashem has given him. He loses the tzelem Elokim. He loses the image of God to be able to be there for someone else, and he himself moves into a depressive state where he cannot rise and be able to influence or to help in any way someone else's feelings. And perhaps this is the lesson that we're taught from the Makkah of Choshech. The Choshech, of course, in Mitzrayim was very literal. But because of the Choshech, because of the darkness, people were not able to empathize with each other. And if we're not able to empathize with someone else, then ultimately we bring more darkness not only upon them, but also upon ourselves. It's a very practical lesson for us in our lives when it comes to our ability to care for, to think about, to empathize with the pain of other people, be it acquaintances, be it friends, be it siblings, be it spouses, be it our children, be it our parents. We need to find the capacity to empathize, to feel the pain, the struggle, the thoughts, the feelings of another individual, so that we can be achiv, we can be a brother, we can be a helper to them, and allow them to be able to get out of bed, and allow them to see us helping them. May we be zochem, may we merit that just like during the Makas Choshech there was or for the Jewish people, there was light for the Jewish people. May we bring that or, may we bring that light to each other by showing our care and dedication to each other in all relationships, and by bringing thereby light to the entire world. Thank you for listening, and have a good Shabbos.